All right, this video, I'm going to show you the basics of the 5x5 sales system as it relates to section 2 on sales and marketing. Now, the 5x5 sales system has 5 sections, or the 5x5 business system has 5 sections, and that's VSPTO, vision, sales, product, team, and operations. Now, for vision, we talked about that already, having the vision and mindset on how to grow your company. The next step that you want to think about is your sales, and specifically your sales and marketing. Now, in sales and marketing, the goal is to create sales. It's not to create marketing, it's to create sales. You create marketing in order to generate sales, but your goal is to have sales, not to have the best marketing in the world. So that's your goal, is to create sales. So we call this the 5x5 sales system. There are 3 aspects of the 5x5 sales system: lead generation, lead conversion, and then sales follow-up. Or lead generation, lead to sales conversion, that's when you actually sell the thing, and then follow-up, and that's the follow-up marketing. And I want to touch on each one of these 3 areas very quickly for you. The first step is lead generation. With lead generation, you want to create multiple ways of getting potential clients into your door. So you want to have laser focus on who your ideal customer is and exactly what they are, exactly what profile they are, what demographic, what geographic, what psychographic they fit, so that you can help serve that client. For example, if you owned a retail furniture store, is it any furniture store? Is it a low-end furniture store? Is it a high-end furniture store? Are you a local furniture store, or are you a destination furniture store where people come to you because you have that special chair that nobody else has, and they know that you do this special, unique type of furniture that nobody else has except for you? So you really have to pinpoint where those lead generation strategies are so you can bring those leads into your business. And that's key number 1, is lead generation. You want to make sure you're generating enough leads. The second thing you want to be able to track besides lead generation is your sales conversion. So once they come in through the door, how do you convert them from being a lead to being an actual customer? Does it take 10 people? Does it take 20 people? Does it take 2 people? But if they come in your door, have you already given them the information? This is called lead nurturing. Have you already given them the information so that they become a customer? And it's that conversion process of them actually paying you money, actually handing that out. That's called your conversion process, or your conversion ratio, is how many leads come in compared to how many leads become paying clients. And some people will say, oh, I sell every single person who walks through my door. I guarantee you that's not the case. You might think that's the case, but if you think about it, if you really sit down and think about it, everybody who comes in is not going to become a client of yours. And they're not an ideal client. You have to create your ideal client profile, or your ideal customer profile. They are the specific people you want to bring in, the specific people you want to convert to become clients, and then you market to them after that sale position. There's lots of ways to maximize that sale position. For instance, if you can deal with the conversion ratio and fixing it so that you can convert more leads to customers, that's one way of increasing sales. Another way is by adjusting margins. Another way is by adjusting how many items. So if you have an average sale of 3 items, each time they come to you, they buy 3 items. If you can increase the average items per sale in a retail business, that's one way of increasing your sales. Or the average purchase. So if your average purchase is $20 and you get them to spend $25 every time they come in, you're going to increase how much you make. So there's a lot of things that you can do during that middle process, that conversion process, in order to generate those sales. And those are worthwhile to think about. The third part that you need to understand about this overall overarching customer life cycle is the follow-up marketing to your existing customers. Follow up, follow up, follow up. If you've spent time with them creating leads and reaching out to them, You need to make sure you're following up, even if they're not quite clients yet. You need to make sure you're following them up to create this holistic life cycle where you constantly are marketing and nurturing those people so they become clients. And once they become clients, you want to continue to market to them because they already know you, like you, trust you. They've already tried, bought, and now you're in the repetition process. And so that's, if you are in real estate, as an example, that's one of the areas that I'm in is real estate. You want to make sure you're reaching out to past clients to make sure that they're not looking at more real estate. And if they are looking at more real estate, you want to sell it to them, even though you might reach out to them once a year or so. So, lead generation, sales conversion, and then follow up marketing. Those are the three main sectors of the 5x5 sales system. And here's the five things, the five lists that you need to have, just five. Five. The five lists for the 5x5 sales system to help grow your sales in any business. Number one, you need to have a specials list. I usually think of this as a monthly special. This is a reason to reach out to your prospects or your leads on a monthly basis. The first month, you might be selling, widget A. The next month, it's widget B. The next month, it's widget C. And you want to have a reason to reach out to them every single month on an ongoing basis. Even in like something in real estate, you might focus on 4+ bedroom real estate one month. The next month, you might focus on 2-bedroom real estate or 2+ bedroom real estate for smaller starter homes. The next month, you might focus on ranches or country property or commercial property. The point that I'm trying to drive down here is not necessarily what areas that you specialize in, but you need an excuse to reach out to some people on a monthly basis. You need an excuse, and that's all it is. Sometimes you give them a discount for these monthly specials, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's just a talking point. But the point is, it's important to have a monthly reason to reach out to them to stay top of mind. The second thing that you want to do is you want to have an events list for networking. You need to be networking, and you want to go to events that are congregation points. I know that sounds churchy, but you want to go to events where your customers are congregating, where your customers are being. So that's where you want to go. You want to go fishing where the fish are all gathered together. So if you are focused on in-town properties, you might want to focus on school systems and school networking events because you have kids. At the same time, I homeschool. That wouldn't work worth a darn for me. So I might focus more on ranch style properties and go to farm and ranch shows because I happen to live in the country and have a small ranchette. So the point is, you want to have a specific list of events, ongoing events, associations, and those sorts of things that make sense for you. For me, one of the other areas that I work in is I happen to be an M&A advisor. As an M&A advisor, I try to network with CPAs and other people, other vendors who are vendors for businesses. So I want to reach out to those business related industries to make sure that I'm talking with them and that I'm associating with them. So maybe talking to CPAs or networking with various CPAs or lawyers would be a good event list or networking opportunity for me. So the first one was specials. The second ones are events or networking opportunities. The third one is your call list. You need to be having a call list. So when you go to that event and you talk to people, you're going to want to hand out your business card and you're going to want to take their business card in return. That business card is going to have phone numbers. Make sure that you are calling them. That's number 3. You want to have a call list. Call them within that week. The first week you meet them, just call them up and say, hey, this is Jeremiah. I met you at event XYZ. I just wanted to let you know I really appreciated our opportunity to talk there. And I'm looking forward to get to knowing more about you and your business. But thanks for showing your hospitality. Thanks for showing your concern. Thanks for reading my article. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for whatever. But that's the point, is just reaching out on that call list. There are several different types of phone calls you might make. You might make a follow-up phone call. That was an example of a follow-up phone call. You might make an introductory phone call where you call to listen to them for about 15 minutes to learn about their business. I would do an introductory phone call led by an introductory meeting call like that. And then you might have later on an in-depth discussion call that lasts 30 minutes to an hour for networking purposes or finding out how you can drive sales to them or they can drive sales for you. But that's a third type of call. Lots of different types of phone calls, but the third thing you want to do is have a call list. So those people that you meet at these networking events, you tell them, hey, guess what? I'm Joe Schmo with XYZ company, and I have a special on widgets this month. You're going to call them up and you're going to say, hey, it was great meeting you. I just wanted to remind you, I have this special of widgets. Isn't that cool? Tell me about your business. So call list, that's number 3. Number 4, you want to have an email list. So when they give you that business card and it has their phone number, you're going to call them up. Make sure to do a follow-up email. Some people will want to email first and call later. The point is, make sure to have an email list that you're reaching out to on a regular basis. These emails, you want to reach out to your entire customer base, probably at least on a monthly basis, but it really depends on your business and your industry. So you're going to have to think about that on what's applicable for your business and your industry. But you're going to have an email list, and you want to create a static opportunity to be consistent in phone calls, be consistent in emails, and you will email them more often than you will make phone calls. And then finally, number 5 is direct mail. So remember, you're going to have a specials list. You're going to have an events or a networking list. You're going to make sure you have your phone calls. You're going to make sure to email, and you're going to make sure to use direct mail. And you're going to direct mail to them. Sometimes it'll be a thank you letter. Hey, thanks for introducing us at such and such a meeting. It might be a thank you card. It might be a cold sales call letter that says, hey, I'm Jeremiah with XYZ Company, and I want you to know that your name came up in our research as a potential client for XYZ. But the point is, you're going to want to make sure to have them as a part of your direct mail list. Of course, you have to be accurate and honest when you communicate with your clients. Those are the 5 strategies to generate more sales, and it's just 5 simple things that anybody can do. You want to make sure to give your business cards out to everybody, get business cards in return. So when you go to an event, make sure to start handing out your cards to everybody, keep them in your right pocket, take everybody else's card, put them in your left pocket, and then take all those cards and shoot emails to them all that night or the next day. Hey, it was great meeting you at such and such an event. I look forward to talking to you in future. Then call them within the next couple of weeks. Hey, this is Jeremiah at I met you at such and such an event. Thanks so much for talking with me there. I just wanted to follow up with a phone call and see if I could get to meet you sometime in the next couple of months and learn more about your business. You can see this is a very natural progression to first have an event, a special, to tell them what you do, and then go to some sort of event where you can network with them, and then find out having your contacts through emails and phone calls and direct mail. After you meet them in person, send them a letter. Hey, it was great meeting you at your office. I really appreciate this opportunity to learn more about your company, XYZ, and what you guys have been doing there. I actually have a client on top of my head. I'm going to make sure to send them to you in the next week or 2. The point is, using this system and this strategy will help you to generate more leads, more referrals, and more follow-ups. Remember, lead generation, sales conversion, and then follow-up. Lead generation, sales conversion, and then follow-up. Those are the 3 times, the 3 areas of that customer life cycle. And if you sign up on one of our email lists somewhere, we have a whole entire customer life cycle sheet that you can have access to. We usually give it away absolutely free of charge. So try to reach out to me and ask for that if you haven't gotten it downloaded yet. Again, Jeremiah Townsend, M&A advisor, realtor. I'm so excited to be sharing the 5 by 5 business system with you, all about vision, sales, products, team, and operation, how to help you run your business better. If you have any questions and you want to grow your company, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help in any way possible. Thank you so much, and you have a great day.